the manor.
Your boy?
Mate, it feels like a lifetime since we was back here. It's only been 3 weeks.
Yeah, furlough life, finished.
Yeah, the furlough dream has definitely gone out the window, hasn't it? Tell you what, last month, that was a bit special, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a special month.
It was, remember actually our first trip down here, remember the draw?
Yeah, I do remember the draw, yeah. Rob was asking me, could I get him a ticket on the manor? And I said, it shouldn't be a problem, you know, you're a liked character, you're well known and respected, so it shouldn't be an issue at all. So I had a chat, got him a ticket, and on he come. And come the day of the draw, as luck would have it, you know, and Rob being Rob, he managed to come out second, and I didn't get a draw, and I had to go home.
Will unfortunately got a sad face, and I picked out number 2. And straight away I'm looking at Will. Where do I go? I don't know. You know, you straight away he's like, mate, get in the rope. That's where they hold out in spring.
So straight away I dragged him round to the ropes with him, and yeah, sure enough, there was all the fish lined up along the rope.
Zigs were deployed. And yeah, £40 on my first day. You know, I mean, going through lockdown, we was in lockdown 12 weeks. You know, it's how am I going to fish it? How am I going to approach it? And to yeah, catch the first fish of the new season, I guess. It's yeah, I was off on the right foot. Special times.
It was special. The fish we had and the fish we caught. You know, we had a lot of fish in them 6 weeks.
Mate, I've never caught that many big fish in a month period. You know, this
Welcome to the manor.
It is though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that place.
Yeah, it can be good to you, or it can be...
When you've got that stock, which this place has, it's literally scary.
You've got probably about 90 fish, I would say. At the right time of year, probably 25 to 27 40s, 250s with maybe another possible 50 this year.
These ain't fish that have been put in 5 years ago. You know, these are old carp. There's been some mega anglers come along in these banks and fishing for them and held these fish, and every bite you get is generally a big one. You know, it's a 30 plus.
Try and remember, it's still a big fish, £35, but you know, when it's the manor, £35 is just £35. You're after the big girls. We aren't going to catch them sitting here, pal.
No, we're not, are we?
No.
Come on, let's
do it.
Let's go get them.
So I started fishing the manor. I fished it a season when I was about 18 years old, something like that. I'd done all the local park lakes and all the little lakes around Dagenham, and then I wanted to move on a bit, you know, and I knew the Essex Manor was a special, it was a famous place at the time, you know, a lot of top anglers fished it. It was always in the magazines. I always wanted to fish there. And it just so happens, my dad was a fireman with a man that owned this lake. So I managed to wangle myself in.
God, the manor's been on my radar now for, well, probably since one of my best mates, Cav, fished it, probably 4 years ago now. And he caught some epic big fish as well, but old ones. They weren't just big boring ones, you know, they were like some of the Aveleys he was catching were like 40 years old, in the mid-40s, steep with character and history as well, and that's what the manor's famous for, you know. It goes back years and years, and I like this sort of fishing as well. I like small lakes. It's not exactly low stock, 80 fish, 85 fish, but you never feel like you're far away from them. These ain't fish that have been put in 5 years ago. You know, these are old carp.
Mate, they're just sitting here, look, 1, 2. Yeah, there's loads, mate. There's loads.
Tricky pond down here, and you've got to play the game. It's like a game of chess down here, with the fish and the other anglers.
Sometimes in here, you've got to be so fast to try and get something done. It's hard from down here because you can't see them.
Still so many fish I haven't caught, loads. But the one that stands out now that I've caught the baby northern, it'd probably have to be Stella. She's just an old character.
So soft. Didn't even get a drop. Just couldn't find a spot. It was so weedy. The spots that I knew were, I haven't been here for like 7 odd weeks. They'd weeded over. I just weren't feeling it, and it was getting dark, and you know when you start to rush, you're tired, you're hot, frustrated, but you think, you know, I've got to move. There used to be a lot of spots in here, they seem to have just f***ing gone. I've seen people move 2 in the morning in the rain, you know, if you're not feeling it, you've got to go. All the, you know, the hard spot of the pub, God.
Oh God, bruv.
But you can't even put a chod on it.
I might be able to put a choddy on it, yeah.
But spot-wise?
Spot is, they're dead, they're dead.
The one still at 6 wraps is still there, but that's got it as well. The one down to the left, I ain't even tried yet. But I'm gonna get some chods made up.
Alright then, buddy.
There's no need to sharpen hooks no more. These are the sharpest you're gonna get. I get people say to me all the time, they're too sharp, you know, they burr over, or I got one fish out of them, or I hooked a reed and it burred over. Well, that is it, that's what they're for, you know. But if I said to you, I'll give you a 40-pound fish for 6 quid or 7 quid, whatever the pack of hooks are, you're gonna bite my hand off for it, aren't you? But people need to realise they are a specialist hook, you know, and I started using them for my zig fishing, size 8s in the wide gape, you know. The fish ain't got hands to see what the zig is. The only way they can do is to suck it in, and they're so sharp, they're sticky sharp. As soon as that touches their flesh, it's game over.
I'm always using fluorocarbon where possible, but this lake lends itself absolutely spot onto it. And the fluorocarbon just melts onto the bottom. These fish, they're going around close in. They see your line, it's game over before you even got the bobbin on. It's not sort of normal fishing down here. Everyone says, you know, get on the fish, get on the fish. It's not the case down here. You've got to set your game out and play the game.
Nice one. Bit of bait. Right, we're doing it.
Down here, they like to cruise around the middle, and that's 25, in some areas when the water's up, 30 foot deep. When I had Gracie's, I was in about 25 foot of water, fishing a 23 foot zig, 2 foot just under. I'm always using fluorocarbon on my main line, but for the adjustable zigs, I go straight back to the touchdown. I don't want too much line on the bottom. I want a direct line between me and that zig.
Bravo, what is going on?
Mate, these carps.
Just another level, isn't they?
Manor fish, aren't they?
Mate, everywhere there's a gap, they're showing.
Mate, you think you got it right.
And you ain't got it right. I'm happy. I'm glad I moved last night, to be fair. I know it was a bit
Bit of a ball ache and
What
it
happened?
was nearly dark.
What happened yesterday?
Mate, it was... I just weren't feeling it.
I know the swimmer's done a lot of fish, but you know, sometimes it can be the kiss of death, can't it? It can be a pig, this water, you know, it really can. It can be good, and you think you're on a roll, and then it can kick you in the teeth, and you've got a 9-10 night blank on your hands. But we've come over. Rob's jumped in a swim that he'd done very well out of. He had a nice hit out of there. He managed to get back in there. To be fair, I did have my bucket in there before him, but I think he's somehow talked me out of it. But I jumped in a swim known as middle pads. It's been doing fish, but sometimes when you jump in on a swim that's been doing fish, it can be the kiss of death. You jump in there and you know it's just not going to happen.
Good luck today, yeah?
And you, brother, I'll catch up with you soon. Bag of kipper. Ta-da, pal.
So my initial sort of tactics this session is exactly how I ended my sort of furlough stretch as such, you know. It was fishing 2 rods on a spot over plenty of bait and the way I wanted to fish. Not chods with boilies, it was trying to get the whole sort of small fish involved and then the bigger fish later involved, you know. So like I said, corn, boilies, maggots, casters, double fake corn as rigs. And the reason why I went for the fake corn is because the roach are an absolute pest here. You know, you throw a boilie in and it ping pongs to the bottom. So I didn't want to put a boilie on there that they could easily peck away. You know, fake corn, I've got corn in the mix and I've had loads and loads of fishing in my time on fake corn. It works and it was definitely roach proof, so they're fishing.
I managed to get a couple of hours sleep last night and I woke up with a banging headache and I think I was awake till about 3 o'clock. I just dropped off at 5 o'clock this morning. The right hand rod absolutely rattled off. I thought it was a stocky at first. After all the effort we've been through, you know, trying to moving swims, moving the gear, trying to get the rods out before dark, you know, you second guess yourself. Happy Will.
In my pants, in the water, got one.
Turned out to be one of the old Aveleys, one of the original Aveleys, which is absolutely stunning. No drop tail, nice scale pattern, real dark, real character. And I haven't caught that one yet, so I was made up with that. And I second guessed myself yesterday, you know, I was going to move that rod. I found another spot and I was going to put 2 on the spot and I didn't. And well, happy days that I didn't because we managed to land one.
Just before dark, a lot of people might have gone, oh, I'll give it tonight, but Will's not that angler, you know, he was on his feet. In a swim, he's done very well for him. You know, he knows the spots, and he was fishing within half hour. You know, and he changed his tune as well. You know, he was gone from doom and gloom down there to, yeah, man, they're on me, sort of thing. So that's why he catches them. You know, he's always thinking, well, if I can't catch him here, he knows another pot of the lake he can. So good angling to lead off.
I've got no media, I'll give it a card.
You have to take this off me, I've got to have to go in. I've got the camera thing in here.
About that for an epic finish.
Oh, happy days. Well, you couldn't write it, as you can see. I'm soaked through. Just putting the gear away, packing up. All the boys are about to leave. All I had to do was put the bivvy down, bring the rods in, and the manor surprised us again. It's a lovely scaly mirror, 32 pound an ounces. Nice dark fish. I told you the manor is full of surprises. Keeps you on your toes. As for me, you know, I've come to the end now. I'm not saying I won't ever fish it again, you know. Throws that big fish all the time, and maybe one day I will come back, but for now, my time's come to an end. I've had some great times, met some good people, caught some good fish, but it's time to move on. As for me, where I'll go next, who knows, you know? How are you going to beat the Manor?